Good morning, everybody. It's Anita from I Am Cosmic. How are we all? So I thought I'd start a bit earlier with the energy of the angels, and I just wanted to really connect with the blue ray today and just share with you the topic of authenticity and what we need to do right now. And this has come through strongly from the request from the angels, and they're just wanting to really share with us the energy and what it's about, and also do some teaching around the subject. So how we're going to start today is a bit different. We're going to start with some energy of gratitude, which will just help us get into our heart space. So if you will join me, please, in placing your hands over your heart and connecting into the energy of your heart space today. So we're just asking you to please close your eyes when you're ready, and we're now going to connect into our heart space. And what the angels want us to really do today is connect with our breaths. So they want us to take 3 mindful breaths with the statement, I am grateful. So when you're in the in-breath, I am, and on your out-breath, grateful. If you can do it with me now. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. And just within your heart space, think of one thing today that you can be truly grateful for, and hold that within your heart space and surround it with pink light now. And just be with that energy for a moment and just connect into that gratitude, that appreciation, that love, and just let it radiate out into the universe. Allow it to expand. Allow it to flow. So our purpose today is to now connect into the energy of the blue flame angels and Mother Gaia, who's going to work with us today, to open ourselves to receiving the highest, purest information from the cosmos and from the earth itself, to help best serve us today for the highest good and highest light. And we call in Archangel Michael and his team of light to overlight us, and so it is. So welcome everybody. There's so much light today, so much just lightheartedness in this energy. And the angels just really wanted me to be here with you all today, watching and just sharing this energy. So what they wanted me to start with is really dive into the energy of being authentic. And I'm going to start with a channeled message I got from Archangel Michael, mighty Hercules, which is the Elohim that sits closest to the Creator, and he holds the blue flame. And he just wanted to come through and share some really important information about authenticity and what they want us to know right now, what they want us to share. So if you can just get into a space of receptivity, so just you can either just listen to my words, because it's power of words, it's the information, the energy I've channeled is from them directly, so you are going to feel it on a subtle level in your soul. So they would just really want you to get into your heart space when you're ready, and just you can even close your eyes if you just want to listen to the words of the angels. So here I go. So authenticity from the angels and cosmic beings of the blue ray. This is what they want us to understand. I am Archangel Michael. I come forth now to discuss and explain the concept of authenticity and being authentic in one's life. There is only one reason to be authentic, and that is to be in perfect alignment with one's cosmic truths. How you demonstrate this in everyday life is to start simple. From being the I am and being in alignment with this process, it enables you to stand in the light of your God self, which makes it easier and makes life easier to engage with. Being in alignment as a form of being in your heart while in the physical form is so important. Being the I am while in this world helps you to align to your core values. Your core values are your building blocks of your divine blueprint of your soul. This is imprinted on your DNA. The divine blueprint is the soul's copy of authenticity in this lifetime. It shows the path forward of what your soul wishes to accomplish in this lifetime, and it reflects the value of the soul and its wishes it wishes to reflect and uphold in this lifetime. I, Archangel Michael, explain that being authentic means you are able to speak your truth with love. You are able to respect each other's differences and listen with an open heart. You need to identify within yourself your narrative within your mind. This is reflective of your own beliefs and values, and in the awareness enables you to listen wholeheartedly. Being authentic with somebody in a relationship is helping you to stand in your divine blueprint of your I am as much as you can while being present with the other person. This is being truly authentic. Being authentic means it is not an easy feat for all on earth. In these times of great change and turmoil, there are many that have been thrown from their truth. Your truth is an example of being authentic or in alignment with your I am. When you hold your sword of truth, it cuts through illusion and lies. But when you are not holding your truth or sword of truth, you give your power away. You are open and susceptible to disempowering thoughts, feelings, words, and energies from the outer world. Discernment is one of your key aspects to navigate this process. Watch and take note of the energy that you resonate with. If it sings to your soul, listen. If your energy repels it and you get a yuck feeling, let it go. Choose to not go there. Choose to say no. Get very clear about your energy of discernment and the power that it holds in keeping you authentic and in alignment with your life purpose and your life. This is why boundaries serve its purpose in upholding your energy in a way that is protective for you and others. Healthy boundaries create energetic fields that allow only love in. You must do this consciously as you are a master of your world and energy. Once you come to this realization, life becomes much simpler. Take accountability and responsibility on your path and show up for yourself. Being authentic is remembering that we are one with our innocence and that we are all children of God. We need to hold and practice the energy of compassion, forgiveness, and grace. Holding the space of non-judgment but acceptance will aid in the transformation for yourself as well as others on earth. On behalf of the angels in the higher realms, I, Archangel Michael, one of the holders of the blue ray, show you now it is possible to be authentic. Start simple each day. When you open your eyes and choose to open your eyes and become appreciative in this alignment with your authenticity and your divine blueprint. It is the choices you make throughout the day that reflect your honesty within yourself and your alignment. The angels of the blue ray come forth today and say to you, let all that you be done with love, and anything you do from this space in alignment with God and self allows you to be authentic. This authenticity then reflects in all relationships and all interactions throughout the day. I, Archangel Michael, give thanks to you for listening, and I hand this energy over to our beloved mighty Hercules, the Elohim of the blue ray, and so it is. So just for a moment, pause. Really take in the energy of what Michael was saying. Really listen to the vibration. It's not necessarily the words, it's the energy in the words. And just allow yourself to receive his energy. So now we're going to go on to mighty Hercules, and he's going to discuss a little bit more about the subject. It is lengthy because they really wanted to capture the energy of today and why it was really important to come across. So, I am mighty Hercules. I hold the divine blue ray of the Creator and come forth now with teaching and understanding for all who wish to listen. I am here and feel so honored and blessed that you have taken the time out to listen to my words. I, Hercules, come forth on the blue ray and explain that now more than ever we need to remember to breathe and take the time and take the space to get in alignment. I notice with all humans from this vantage point are always in a rush to make decisions and do not take the time to listen to themselves. Authenticity requires you to take the time to slow down and let yourself be. And let me elaborate on what I mean. When you're in alignment and you're being authentically aligned to your truth of your I am, it has the point of power in your life helps you to make the highest, best, good decisions for yourself. Your I am is a space where there is no time or space, and it has a vortex around it that's been placed to dispel the negativity of life from the polarities of earth. When you slow down and breathe, it allows your being to hold the energy or the void, or holding energy. And it's best described as a room of space that allows you to inhale and exhale with ease. The message from us all here, as we look upon you with love and adoration, we give you this one piece of guidance that will help you in 2022. When there is mental chatter in the world, stop, listen, and breathe. These three simple things will help you to stay grounded and present and in the moment. Our moment of power is now. All of us in these times of change, meaning evolution for us, are all including ourselves. So the more that we are able to assist you in the evolution, the more that we evolve as beings. I, mighty Hercules, bring forth to you and know each one of you and reassure you the hope of the golden age and the time of change. Great waves of energy now come from the angelic energy and the galactic energies. They come forth now, and they are holding the space and helping you to get into alignment, humans. There are many blessings that will follow and great tidings that will be thrown upon you all. I, Hercules, ask you to stay open and stay hopeful. Envision the greater good for all to be true to yourself and be true to your heart. Listen to your heart and take the time to write it down, draw it out, dance it out, do whatever it takes to move and shift the energy of this planet, as well as yourself. I explain one more thing about authenticity, and I will break it down to a simple step. Authenticity is reflected on your path, not on one moment on your path, but throughout your entirety of your path. Remember that it is also learning no one is perfect on this earth plane, that you can accomplish 100% authenticity, as this is unrealistic in your time and space. We are all evolving, we are all growing, we are all learning. Remember, the teachers become the students and the students become the teachers. We are all learning from each other. Remembering our differences and recognizing them as our strengths is a gift. Working together collaboratively will assist us in the path of evolution. Everything that is out of our alignment must go, and if it is not in our authentic path, and this is when we let go of these things, it is true liberation. From what follows is freedom, and we get to choose what serves us and what doesn't serve us. Recognize only through learning that we can transform the old into the new. This is the time of the great purge of man. Let yourself become a mess. It's okay. Through the darkness, you find the light. Be reassured of the great golden age and know that the closer you become to alignment with your I am, the easier it is for you to discern and the easier it is for you to be authentic with yourself. The more heaviness you clear out of your chakras and energetic fields, the greater the light you hold for all to see and follow. We are all in a state of remembrance. It is time to be honest and stand your ground with love, because these are the times ahead of us. We all need to step into our power 100% and not rely on the others to make us happy. We are sovereign beings. What does that mean to you? Does it mean freedom? Does it mean liberation? Does it mean hope? What is your soul calling you to do? Listen. Being authentically aligned to your divine blueprint is our way forward, and I speak of it as well as we also walk this path together. You are never alone, my children, and I thank you all for listening to these words, as lengthy as it is. I hope this explanation has brought hope. I hope this explanation gives you foresight, understanding, and fortitude on your journey ahead. Call upon us if you need strength, conviction, patience, endurance, or need us to help you, to encourage you to speak your truth. We are all here standing, waiting for your call, and remember, we are walking a path of light with you, and you are one of our spiritual warriors. This requires one of great strength. So if you are listening to these words, you are one of our light warriors, and all that are listening to these words know that this to be truth, and so it is. I am forever with you. I am mighty Hercules. Feel that power, conviction, and strength through these words of Michael and Hercules. So those words I've channeled just really absorb the energy. It's not the words per se as I speak about. So today's video, they really wanted me to start with that really powerful message of authenticity. Because people have different definitions of authenticity, but this is what the angels are saying is cosmic truth. This is what authenticity means in the realm of spirit. And they are saying it is possible to align yourself from this to the earth. So this is the whole marrying it together. So they're saying today, it's not just about talking about these great spiritual laws and all that. It's about marrying up and grounding this energy into the here and now, the 5D energy. And why Mother Gaia's here today, she's saying she's here to solidify this authenticity in a real way. Because you can talk about all these lovely things, a difference when you're in the earth plane trying to incorporate it into your everyday life. And this is where alignment is your most powerful tool, and this is why they can't reiterate it more. The more that you're able to let go of things that don't serve you and aren't in alignment with you, the more you're able to be authentic, and it's a lot easier to navigate what's real and what's not real to you, because you're in a compass. You have intuition. There's no one on this planet that knows what's right for you except you. You're the only powerful being. You hold all this God knowledge, God wisdom within you. You were born with it. You were born innocent, pure, with everything you need in this lifetime. You have a soul that carries all this information with you. So you don't need to go to anyone or anything to actually give you that justification or that confirmation. But there are people along the path, other earth angels or light workers that you need to collaborate with to help enhance your work, to help you to move through healing and integration. That part you can't do by yourself. You need to ask for help. So it is when you call out to people of like-minded energy, you put it out there and see, because sometimes that collaborative energy, spirit works through people through different ways. So you might be stuck in a subject, and then somebody brings up that they were stuck on it and they tried this different aspect or way of looking at it, and it might go, wow, I never thought of that before. So you know, when you work as a team, you come out with all these great ideas, and not all of them resonate. So you've got to just take what resonates with you and let the rest go, because as a collective humanity, we don't all resonate to the same stuff. So that's why it's good to get really clear about what resonates with you, because you've got your internal compass, and that's the message today. So that was very lengthy. They really wanted to speak about that. So where do you want to go from here? Cards. Okay. So Mother Gaia wants to speak. So she really wanted me to bring in the energy of nature and talk to her. So we're going to channel through Mother Gaia today. And it's all full about groundedness and grounding and anchoring this energy of authenticity into the here and now. And authenticity holds so many energies, but let's just see what she's got to say. In the last week or so, I've really been pulled to work with animals. And animals are an example of the pure divine expression of God. That's what they are. And they reflect different aspects of God in different ways, different qualities. So today they really wanted me to use the animal deck to just talk about whatever they're going to talk about. So let's just dive right into it and see what the animal spirits have to say. Mother Gaia is going to work through her animal spirits. The other message I got from Mother Gaia is pay attention to nature. Nature more than ever is really speaking to us because our vibration is rising. In Lemuria, we used to communicate naturally with animals, with plants, with flowers. Yes, we did talk to plants. Yes, we did communicate, interact. And this in Lemuria, this is what's coming back. The energy of Lemuria is very strong as everyone is feeling into it now. And it's because heaven on earth is Lemuria. And it's almost like we're bringing two worlds together. And I think the angels in the past have described the big clash. So this is where we're integrating these higher energies into Lemuria. And we're really trying to remember this aspect. So let's get into the animals' energy. So see what they want to say. The animal I got that's been standing out, it's those pesky little crows. I've been getting the crow spirit over and over. And when I was in Australia, it was the magpies. So I kind of relate magpies and crows together. And they kept saying it, and the message was co-creation with spirit. How we are in really such a optimal level of co-creation now with spirit. We're so aware. We're sitting in our vortexes now. You know, Abraham talks about that. We're such in a pivotal point of creating this earth that we want to see. And all of us resonate with different animals as well. So you also come in with an animal spirit guide. But I've been doing healing lately with different animals depending on what I need. And, you know, I've had such transformations. So if you're looking at healing, go back to the earth and start working with animals because they're really resonating with the Lemurian energy, and they're also really wanting us to align to that divine authentic expression of who we are, who we really are. So, and it's almost like the animals have been called to do this for us, and in doing so they also raise their vibration, so it's kind of a win-win situation for them. Right, first animal to come out, please. The first animal which has been coming up heaps for me is the vulture. Why the vulture? The vulture is about, it says here, nothing is wasted. So everything you go through, we won't call it mistakes. I was telling my son this morning, it's not about mistakes. It's about growing and learning and growing. Because I also read a message that the most successful people like Walt Disney, when they were following their dreams, they had to fall over and, let's say, fail a couple of times in order to get their dreams. So all those most successful people had to go through and learn big lessons in order for their dreams to come true. So nobody goes through life and just breezes through and doesn't learn anything. It's all about embracing the learning. As painful as it is, it's actually quite liberating. So nothing's ever wasted. Don't ever think that what you've been through for 5 to 10 years is a waste of time when it's not. It's all got its benefits. It's almost like flipping it and seeing not what you've lost but what you've gained. And the vulture's also saying that there are so many people out there like Walt Disney, they keep bringing back to be Walt Disney, that he had such an imagination, the power of imagination and the power of thought and being. So Walt Disney, if you don't know his story, he created obviously Walt Disney, the company, just the whole franchise. And he had to go through a lot of like failures in order to get where he was. So that's the success story of many, you know. So it just shows you that don't get so hard on yourself if things don't work out the way they are planned, because greater and better things are meant to come to you. And it's when you really learn through and persevere through that lesson and overcome it, that is where the beauty comes into it in life. You actually gain so much wisdom. So nothing is ever wasted. And what's this got to do with authenticity? Realizing that everything you go through is not a mistake. It's a learning opportunity, and it's just getting in alignment that we have chosen to come here to experience life in all its forms. Life, death, you know, suffering. We're all here to experiencing it all, because it's almost like in the moment. This is where you need to be, is in the moment, really processing everything, learning as much as you can, because we come in full bore from as a baby, wanting to learn the world and expand. And it's almost saying like nothing's ever wasted. Everything you experience is captured in your book of life, and you can take that with you and take it into the next lifetime, you know. So it's all learning. It's not mistakes. It's not lost opportunities. It's like direction. Your soul will show you the right way through signs and synchronicities. If you try and open a door that's not ready to open, you will hit your head and it will hurt. So your I am or soul knows where you need to be and the exact moment that you need to be in it. They know the timing, the place, because I got shown that a part of your consciousness goes ahead of time and chooses which path you're going to take and sees the best opportunity, which decision you make today is going to affect tomorrow. If you connect into your alignment, that means you're getting prompts along the way. Don't go down that path, go around this path. But you've got to be in the moment and conscious to actually hear it. So the messages don't just float your way, and this is where the universe reflects to you all these beautiful opportunities. So nothing's ever wasted. The animals are really chatty today, eh? Right, next animal, please. Right, the wolf. We were just talking about wisdom, learning. So this card says, turn knowledge into wisdom. So, turn knowledge into wisdom. And the wolf is talking about the same lines as the vulture. They really want to speak today. I'm a bit tongue-tied. They're trying to come out quite quickly. Normally animals are slow, so there's a lot of force behind them today. So the wolf is saying that learning from your mistakes, moving forward, that is the beauty in the lesson. It's not about holding on to it and fixating on it. It's about learning what you need from it, from the past, and letting it go. Because the more you hold on to a lesson that's already been learnt, the more you create that energy in your vortex. So they're saying to be authentic and be in alignment with yourself, you really need to get real and honest with yourself. Am I creating my own pain and suffering? So your mind loves to do everything opposite your soul. So your soul talks about authenticity, your mind likes to create lies and disillusion and fear. So when you're starting to get all these thoughts, really become conscious of which way you're choosing. Are you choosing to listen to your higher consciousness, or are you choosing to listen to your mind? That's where the choice lies. That's where wisdom comes in. So if you've learnt from the past, you'll learn that you don't tap into the energy of the narrative, what Hercules talked about. It's all about going beyond the narrative and looking into the moment and seeing what's unfolding. Because the mind likes to interpret what's happening in the moment when it may not even be what you're interpreting it to be. It's all about perception, filters. So the more you can be in alignment and present, you're not putting your narrative on the moment. You're taking it for what it is. You're in the flow. Hope that is very clear for you, all listening. Next card from the animals. The vulture again. So he's coming in. So let's just clarify what the vulture wants to say. Oh, there you go, Miss Rochelle, the owl. So I knew the owl would come out. So the owl says, you now clearly see. You see clearly now. So we've got the vulture, nothing is wasted, and you now clearly see. So unless you've been through the lesson, how do you know what to look for again? How do you know not to repeat that energy? And it's okay to repeat that energy. The three words I've been hearing who have been coming to the planet through the Ascended Masters is compassion, love, self-worth and acceptance, and forgiveness. So there is a huge energy coming in, a portal of energy, where it's almost like, I spoke to somebody in Canada the other day, and she was saying the exact same energy I was feeling in New Zealand. And it's this energy of bombardment and energy of light coming in. And it's almost to get us in alignment with our authenticity. So it's an overwhelming energy of gratitude. So I was crying the other day in gratitude, but I was also crying because I felt worthy. But I was also crying because I had to forgive myself and have compassion. So there's something about there is a full moon coming up. And there's this huge amount of light coming in, and it's about getting in alignment and authentic with yourself. And literally everything is not in alignment must go. So it's like literally being purged and forced out of us. And there's almost a sense of relief and gratitude when it's done. And yes, Rochelle, the word is release. Release, release, release. Let go, flow. Yes. So this is the main energy. So all light workers, if you are sensitive to energy, you'll be feeling into the collective energy. And it's a good time because as soon as we go into that emotion, we get authentic with ourselves. We're getting real with ourselves. We don't pretend to feel something we're not. We're not holding it down. We're not stuffing it down. So it's really getting real about your emotions and where you're at with situations, because energy dictates manifestation. So if we're talking about, if you're feeling worthy of receiving something like a beautiful new relationship, a new home, money, everything starts with worthiness. But in order to feel worthy, you need to forgive yourself. You need to have compassion. And that's where, and when you go within that darkness or that part of you that you need to bring light to, let's call it that, that is where the beauty of manifestation, the power of manifestation, because you need to be real with yourself. You get and when you're in alignment, you've got to be honest with yourself. And that's without judgment. That's with compassion. That's with forgiveness, because you are worthy of that. So it's a space of making that space for yourself. That's being real with yourself. That's authenticity. So allowing yourself to be having that moment of crying, as ugly as it may feel or look to other people, it is what is needed to release, to let go, to cleanse. And this is what we're doing right now. They're literally, this full moon coming up soon is a huge release. It's a huge purge that they talked about. So you're not alone. And remember that you have your light brothers and sisters all going through the same thing. So don't feel that it's only you. It just makes it sometimes better to understand that all of us are going through it all at the same time. Some of us feel it more intensely than others, depending on what we're carrying. So just remember that. Oh! It's funny because you just saw that 2 cards flew out. So the first card is gratitude, the turkey. Gratitude for the lessons. Saying thank you. We just talked about it. Gratitude of thank you. Next lesson is watch and wait. Oh boy, am I in this holding pattern. Literally, this energy of just holding and waiting and waiting. And that's the void. Sometimes life needs to catch up to you. So you energetically might be in alignment. You might know what you want. You might be in your power. Or you might not be. It doesn't really matter. It's that fact that sometimes you're being held here. And you've got to trust the divine, but they're holding you for a reason. They can see something ahead of you that you may not like, and they're saying you're not ready for it. And because they can see beyond time and space, our higher self goes ahead of time, can see what the possibilities are. And it's about trusting yourself. Because when you trust yourself, or learn to trust yourself through learning, because you learn trust through your learning. You learn to trust yourself more through the lessons you go through. So it's all learning, isn't it, really? No one learns 100% trust or validation just by one learning. You've got to go through life and, experience all those lessons. So, next couple of cards. Oh, so I got the porcupine, and the message it is time for a beginner's mind. Reset, start again. So if something's not working in your life, you're being held to stop, pause, look at why you're hitting that door. Are you not being patient enough? Are you need to go in a different direction? Do you now need to reroute because that direction you were going in? Because remember, every moment is swayed by choices and other people's choices. So you don't have 100% clarity on what's going to come out of it, because remember, our lives are intertwined with everybody else. So everybody's free will intertwines with ours. So there is a higher mind that takes over and decides for us. This is when this ultimate relinquishing of control is healthy, because there is a higher power than us that can see everybody's stories playing out and which will best serve everybody. And that's not us. In our human form, we cannot see clearly 100% the picture, the entirety of it. So when they've got you in a holding pattern, you literally need to respect that and just know that there's something holding you there. So what they're saying is it's time for a beginner's mind. Do you need to look at a situation a bit differently? Do you need to stand back from it? Because all of this is about being in alignment. Because if you take yourself away from a situation, sometimes you can breathe a bit and realign to yourself first, then go back into that situation and see it from a different perspective. Because sometimes we're so caught up in it, we think we're okay, but we're not. So it's when you're starting to feel out of sorts, you need to pull your energy away from a situation, even literally move physically and get your space. Breathe, go outside, spend time in nature, get realigned. Always go back to alignment. Well, do the best you can, you know, no one's perfect. We're all human. We're here to live a human experience. There's always this expectation on us. We've got to be 100% perfect. No, we do not. We are human. We are here to learn and experience all our lessons. We do the best we can every moment of every day. That's all you can expect from yourself. And don't even put those expectations. You wouldn't expect your friends the same from your friend or family member. You would expect them to just do the best they can and start again each day. And with those small steps, you get to breathe, realign. Breath work. They're talking about prana breathing. They're talking about yoga. They're talking about exercise that brings mindfulness. Right. The last card we're going to pull out is the cow. The beautiful old cow. So the cow's talking about the miracles are endless. So if you open your eyes wide enough, you will see that every day there are miracles, there are blessings. It's what you choose to look at. And when you're in alignment, you naturally want to spend time with animals. You naturally want to spend around, you want to be around people that uplift your energy. Because when you're in alignment, it's almost like you're switched on and you're like, and when you come across something that's not switched on or not in alignment, it's not that you judge them for that. You allow them to be that way because people have free will. It's like, do you pull your energy away? Do you interact with them? Because sometimes it's family. You don't really have a choice, right? Because sometimes it's mum, dad, siblings, children. It could be anybody. But it's about choosing how you manage that energy in that moment. That's where the power lies. Not thinking about it beforehand. Like, it's really what you do in that moment, right? That's what they're saying. So I hope that served you well. One of the cards that did come out, they really want you to listen to the message. This is the picture. It's got 3 dolphins. It's a Lemurian star chart oracle. And it says, number 4, it's about authentic expression. So authenticity is not just about being in alignment, but expressing yourself authentically. Words are powerful, truth. So words are powerful. So what is your authentic expression? What does it look like when you are authentically expressing yourself? So I'm going to read the book because they were really specific about that. So I'll just show you the picture. Ah, and I was so smart. I put it in the book to figure out where it was, and hey, it's all learning, right? Just showed me my own learning. Right, nearly there, guys. Right, this is the card and this is the message. Expression back, anyway. Authentic expression, words are powerful, truth, the right to express and be heard, authenticity, transparency, resolving issues of truth. This is the statement. I express myself with pure joy and love, releasing the inhibitions from the chatty mind. So dolphins guide us to clear expressive blocks, especially for those who have been shamed or persecuted for their words. It is the flow of expression itself that heals. It is the transports old energy to the light. The dolphins flow alongside us in the sacred process that allows us to be fully ourselves through expressing our truth. You are drawn to this card because you've got something to express, such as words, song, dance, or art. Do you feel held back in any way? Is there something blocking you? The dolphins offer their assistance in expressing this new energy on your path. They are always on the move, always spontaneous and playful. Allow them to reach you telepathically so that they can share their wisdom. When the dolphins interact with humans, they are always free in their expression. Do they have no fear of being judged, like I sometimes have, you may wonder? The dolphins are not so connected to the linear mind, although you can feel the energy of it. Therefore, they don't take the judgments of mind so seriously. Allow the dolphins to show you how to express your multi-dimensional mind, which serves the heart. You can learn by playing with them, by expressing yourself spontaneously. Every dolphin has a unique light code that they would like to share with you. Can you see emotional issues as bubbles in the water that rise up to the light? The dolphins show you how to heal any imprints of fear from the collective human mind. By flowing into other dimensions that support you clearing and healing, you receive much love and compassion. So this is the message. The best medicine is to speak your truth again and again. Speak from a natural expression rather than forceful voice of mind. The mind communicates in arguments. You communicate from your heart. Dare to speak from your heart in all ways because it is the greatest healer. Allow your Lemurian family to be with you because you're not alone. Even if you are ridiculed by the mind, yours or someone else's, you can realize that there's no longer have any power over you. You are free. You are free to speak your truth. Allow the words to flow. The words from ancient Lemuria. These words are ancient but new. They are both. Your throat is a birth canal because there are your words, and the new Lemuria can be born from that. The new Lemuria is an energetic template from freedom, liberation, and expression of your heart for the transition to the new earth. Those ones expressing galactic truths have been ridiculed much. Do not despair, dear ones. The cosmic light family will be accepting and embraced by humanity more and more. Humans have been separated from their cosmic family, but many vows of illusion and by adverse intentions. There is no boundary between you and your galactic brothers and sisters except your mind. When you let go of the mind, your attention is natural with love and light. Then the cosmic truth will naturally flow through to your lips. The affirmations. I share in the flow and welcome my divine expression. I express myself freely without pressure, and I speak with love that I am. So that's the message. Very powerful. The other, funnily, this led into the next card I picked, which is the star connections. So it says here, number 2, guidance from the stars and galactic self. We are unified field. So I'm also going to read that. So these two cards came up together, star connection and expression. Star connection. So dolphins. If you're going to do any energetic work today, call in the energy of the dolphins, or even do it near water. This is what's going to help you to have divine expression. These cards, number 253. Okay, so I'll just read this message for this card as well, star connections. So the message is guidance from the stars, galactic self, unified field, constant and permanent divine guidance and oneness. I am connecting with the stars, receiving my divine guidance, and in my dreams I receive this energy and travel through space in my light body. I know this connection even if I ignored it. Are the stars waking you up at night so you receive this information? The transmissions are reactivating your affinity with the stars and awakening your DNA. The stars are speaking to you. They are speaking about ancient times, ancient yet new. Time is only linear construct maintained by consciousness. Let the stars speak to you. Receive their messages. The stars are telling you about your purpose on earth, your purpose of compassion. Be guided by the beings of light from the stars, by the angels and guides from other stars, systems and planets. Many get inspiration when you look at the stars because they receive cosmic radiation. Even visualizing the stars can bring in universal energy. It is timeless times that you can call your ancient knowledge and wisdom. You were sending out the star energy yourself. You can still see the light when you look at the stars because you traveled to the earth faster than the speed of light. So now you are receiving and seeing your own beautiful light, dear one, the light that signifies your divine blueprint of your heart. Connect to this light, for it is your true essence. It speaks to you about your purpose on earth. You are receiving this cosmic energy and then expressing it through your physical vehicle. Allow this beautiful process for it to align with your divine purpose. There is so much changing on earth. Sometimes in turbulent times, your brothers and sisters from the stars would be overjoyed to guide you through these passages of destiny. Would you like the strength, your connection to the stars, to hear the guidance more and more, and to see your family of light? Open your heart to your galactic guidance and let go of preconceptions. You might feel your light family when you look at the clouds, the moon, or the stars. The stars are just other homes, other places that you visit. You might go there in your dreams or in other lifetimes. The guidance from the stars speak of the light body, the evolution of the human form that is heart-centered. Does it feel different or unusual to let the starry vibrations into your body, to be the conduit for them? The vibration that has sometimes been misunderstood to be harsh, disconnected, or disembodied. It is your light body integration of love. Integrate the frequencies in your heart, the center of love. These vibrations will change the world and will allow humanity to open up to non-human intelligent beings. These beings will come from space, but also from inner earth. The Lemurian family and all other space brothers and sisters will reunite once again to support the evolution of humanity. Wow, okay. So, that was a lot of information, but very strong. Authentic expression, truth, and connecting to your star connection. So very strong. Pulling in your energy from the stars, anchoring it. That was beautiful. We're just going to pull some Ascended Masters and see what they've got to say. Right, let's pull it in. What Ascended Master? Right, we've got Green Tara. Supreme Protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation. Trust. So, trust. Green Tara is talking about our third eyes. So in order to have better perception of the world, you need to see the world clearly, and you need to use your third eye. Take off your blinkers. Ask your angels and guides to purify your third eye, and to work with Green Tara, Michael, Horus. There are so many beings out there that want to work with you. So just feel, I don't want to recommend any being because it really depends on the person that you are and what you vibrate at. But Green Tara is saying that she wants us all to open all of our three eyes, 1, 2, 3, and she wants us to trust, and she wants us to move forward step by step. And she's talking about expressing yourself to the world with truth, and doing it in your own way and in your own time. So there is no rush. You don't have to do it now. If you feel it's not time for you to do it, you don't have to do it. There's no pressure. She's saying just move beyond limitations. Move beyond the limitations of the mind that it puts on you. That you are protected, and you need to trust that you've been loved and looked over. Right. Another Ascended Master. This one's come out for me as well. This is Mesla deck, if I'm saying it right. It says higher learning. So you are learning from experience. So we've talked about learning. More inner study is now required to further progress. So we've been asked to reconnect with ourselves and start remembering our origins to the stars. To start to remember why we came here. Not just get distracted. And I can even contest to this. Getting distracted from media, distracted with dramas, distracted is the word I'm hearing. So he really wants us to get very firm and clear that if you want to start learning and opening yourself up to higher knowledge, work with this being. Great to bring in sacred geometry, like anything to do with the metaphysics of the world. This is the perfect Ascended Master. Because he's saying we're all growing and learning constantly. You need to keep up with yourself. You need to keep up with the version of self. Like, which version are you giving to the world? Are you giving your 2-week version 2 weeks ago, 2 years ago, 6 years ago? Which version are you presenting to the world? So being in alignment, that means you're expressing what you want from the world. You're expressing who you are right now. Not what you were 50 years ago or 20 years ago. You know? That's where the healing comes into it. Next one, Lord Buddha. Yes. So, great energy to call upon if you want to bring in mindfulness, because it's all about self-mastery. We know this. So, Lord Buddha is bringing in the energy of gentleness as well. Be gentle with yourself. Be compassionate and kind. Buddha did not learn to ascend straight away. He had to go through his trials and tribulations. Remember the story of Buddha? He had to encounter all forms of suffering before he became ascended. So give yourself some compassion. Next being Freya. Yes, the full moon is coming up. The crow, that's the connection to the co-creating with spirit. The crow. So let me read this. Phases and cycles. There is a beginning with every ending. Illusions are being revealed and released. Yes, this is what's going on. Clarity. final message. Right, this has also been coming up. Her name is Radha, so she's an Indian goddess, and she reads Soul Flame. She talks about rediscovering a lost part of yourself, experiencing relationship harmony and healing within yourself. So the message from Radha is we're getting really asked to come into harmony with ourselves, not other people, ourselves. Because you cannot have a fulfilling relationship in any form if you cannot relate to yourself and be with yourself and connect with yourself and align to yourself. It all comes back to you. Whether we like this or not, that is truth. So it's all about reconnecting with yourself, rediscovering a part of yourself you've hidden for a long time, getting in alignment with, you know, who you are now, not who you were 50 years ago, 30 years ago. We're now just going to do some final messages to end the group or this group session. So what I'm asking you to do is really, I'm going to do 5 cards. So the number 1 to 5. So if there have been any numbers that have been resonating with you lately. So if you just want to put your hand over your heart and just tune into the cards I'm about to pull. I'm going to pull 5 cards. Just pick a number that you really resonate with right now. So what number do I need to, or what message is going to best serve me right now with my divine expression, with authenticity, with my alignment? So I'm going to pull 5 cards. So if you picked card number 1, or all these messages may resonate with you, so or if you pick a particular number, that message is going to stand out for you. So message number 1, this one. So message number 1, Earth Angel. So if you picked card number 1, it says, kindness, sensitivity is your strength. Higher perspective, divine abilities. First of all, you need to know you're an Earth Angel. Pile number 1, card number 1. You need to surround yourself with so much love and dedication that you do to other people. The alignment that you're seeking is one with oneself. It's all about aligning to your truth, that you are an Earth Angel, that you are precious, you're a precious child of God, you are loved, you were created with purpose and perfection, and it's realizing this truth. That's going to help you to realign to your authenticity, your divine blueprint. So that's pile number 1. Message number 2. This is going to, or pile number 2 or number 2. This is know yourself. So message number 2. It says, meditate on the question, who am I? Veil is lifting. You are opening up. So if you picked pile number 2, or this message resonates with you, who am I? Really good question to meditate on. The only person that can answer that is you, your higher self, your angels. It's really something you've got to take the time to figure out. And we've got a beautiful dancing lady here. So what lights you up? What is something that you've forgotten that you used to do as a child? So for me, I used to do more poetry. So that's something I'm looking at doing again. Reconnecting with a part of yourself you've lost a long time ago. And meditating on it, opening yourself up to all possibilities. Who am I? Not who am I like 10 years ago, but also who am I now from all the lessons I've learned. So you're opening up. So pile number 2, meditate on the question, who am I? Pile number 3, or number 3, this card, oh, dolphins are coming up again, depths of love. So if you picked pile number 3 or card number 3, it says let go of fear, to jump into love and let go beyond attachments. And we've got 2 dolphins here, so depths of love. So this is about relationships. This is about relationships with yourself, but more with other people. It's also realizing that there is so much depth of love to all relationships, and letting go of the fear about those relationships and jumping into it with the whole heart. Whether we like it or not, there are going to be people that walk out of our lives. And as heartbreaking as it is about knowing that we all have free will, that sometimes our karmic contracts are done. But also you never know when they're going to come back into your life, because, you know, people come around again. When it's like seasons, I'm getting told. So it doesn't mean you can't love them. It just means you've got to be open to letting them go, or letting them morph into who they need to be. And they're saying let go of attachment. So yeah, letting go of attachment to what you think things should be, expectations. Just let it be. That is what the message is. Let it be. Do it from a place of love. Let it be. Right, pile number 4. This card stood out. Ships of light. Oh, this looks amazing. So pile number 4 or number 4, it says, beam up your vibration, open to your star family, number 11. So they really want you to connect to your star origins. This is where you're going to find your answer, who am I? They really want you to call upon the highest vibrational beings from your star sisters and brothers. So, ships of light, they're wanting to connect with you. So that's the message. And message number 5 for people number 5. Stepping stones. Isn't that a beautiful scene? So number 5 or pile number 5, it says here, take the next step, let go of the old paradigm. You're literally, pile number 5, you're literally on the precipice of shifting this old energy away. Don't give up just yet. You're literally right there. You're right there stepping into this. You're just doing it in small steps rather than big leaps and bounds. Some things are fast and some things are slow. You just can't force things, so take the time. Right, those were the messages. I hope you enjoyed that. Is there anything else? I'm going to read a final message and then that's us done. So I hope it served you today. So last message. Let's just open this beautiful... Love this deck. If you ever resonate Lemuria, this is one from the UK. It's called the Lemurian Star Seed. It brings Star and Lemuria together perfectly. Okay, so... Final message from Spirit for us all. Right. So the card... Oh, I don't know. I'll just read the energy. They obviously just want you to listen to the words. So this is the final message. It's called Essence and Energies. So it says here, attune to subtle energies, balance, frequency holders. Lemurian star seed children, what energies do you surround yourself with? Do you feel grounded from natural objects that are around you? Do you feel a celestial quality and beauty that you have manifested into your space? Or are you keeping your surroundings in a state of discord, noisiness, that keeps you from your true purpose? Would you like to be in a healing space? Perhaps you don't need radical changes, just a homeopathic dose of energy. By accepting this healing agent, you give your body physical and energetic instructions that it uses to heal itself. You have drawn this card or this message for us all because the divine would like us to cleanse your energy and let more healing essence come to you. The essence can help you to live in a gentle, nurturing space that allows you to open up to divine peace and bliss. I'm just going to read this. So open your heart from the divine and just feel into these words. For you know how to focus your attention on what you love. Enjoy my creation, dear ones, and see it manifest more fully. I give my fears that are no longer serving me, and I open my heart to the divine. Dance with the wind, whisper with the trees, be caressed by the grass. Feel my love in the sunshine on your face, for there is a real satisfying love within the essence of all creation. Each part of creation is unique, carrying multi-dimensional frequencies to help you heal and grow. Because, dear one, you are so loved to the ends of the earth, to the ends of the universe and beyond. You are loved in oneness and in the sea of love from which all creation was birthed. Your heart knows what frequencies and gifts you may need at any moment, and essences are a way for you to connect with the healing properties of plants, animals, crystals, and other healing energies. They are a way for you to narrow your focus, to redefine your subtle energies, and to commit to attuning to yourself and your healing, your growth, and your conscious co-creation in a careful, loving manner. So what they're asking us to do is, or this affirmation, I now scan my energy field for any areas that seek my attention and allow healing frequencies to restore me to my divine sovereignty, divine peace, and divine wisdom. I receive this perfect healing frequencies of pure love through the essences of divine creation. Isn't that beautiful? So thank you for today, for all listening who are watching the live and the replay. I'm very grateful. And I just want to let people know that I have a new website. Please look upon it and just see what new services. I'm really starting to be cosmic now, so I'm starting to look at, there are things I can do to help you connect with your star family. So there is a star connection reading. I'm also really getting aligned to working with parents who have young children, and I really just want to provide that angelic support. I've done it multiple times now with parents, and all it's to do with connecting into the angels and guides of that child. So I work with you as the parent, mum and dad, and we call in the higher self of that child to come in and guide us through what they want you to know as a parent. So sometimes it's really good for parents who are working with their children and finding challenges. So that's on my website. But yeah, just have a look. And my website is iamcosmicwithsunita.co.nz. And I'm doing my new way of being courses, and it's all on my Facebook page. So thank you everybody for listening. I appreciate everybody sending the energy out into the light. And lots of love to all my family and friends who watch me and bring in the energy and support the vision and the light, because I'm channeling the light. They are all here for you. They're not doing this for me, they're doing it all for the people that are watching, because you guys have called and they have answered. So remember that. So every time you support this work, you're supporting your own light as well. So enjoy, have a beautiful day, and thank you. Bye.